Hey guys, Nicotan here, aka DVD Collector 96, and welcome to a new video on my YouTube channel. Okay guys, so welcome to vlog number 5 and sadly the last one for this, the complete rewatch of all the Friends Christmas episodes on 4K. Today we're going to be enjoying together the last two Christmas episodes of the show on seasons 8 and 9. Season 10 didn't have any Christmas episode, and it goes without saying how much fun I've been having rewatching every single Christmas episode. So, the plan for this last vlog will be as usual. We're going to be playing together the very last two Christmas episodes. After I'm done watching them, I will give you guys a little bit of a review of what do I think about the episodes and what the episodes were about. And since this is the last video, we can basically say which was our favorite Christmas episode. Remember, we all have our opinions. We all enjoy certain parts of the show better than others. And of course, this will be my opinion of which of the list, which at the end will be a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 total episodes, because I decided to include the New Year's Eve special from season 1. So 9 total episodes. We will figure it out together which was the best Christmas episode of the show. So today on the calendar we need to watch Friends season 8 episode 11, the one with Ross Step Forward. Now I have seen this episode had different titles on different pages, but I think this is the correct title for the episode. And then we will be watching together Friends season 9 episode 10, the one with Christmas in Tulsa. And I have vague memories of that episode because of what the synopsis I kind of have on it. But anyways, season 10 didn't have a Christmas episode because it was a shorter season. And I already have here from the last vlog the case with season 7 and 8. Again, I'm looking for season 8 of Friends. Remember to check how many discs do you have per season, because if the season has 3 discs, it should be on 4K disc number 1. In this case, season 8 only has 2 discs, and episode 11 should be on disc number 1. As I told you guys on previous videos, the episode guide for the 4K set only has the episodes titles, so I do have here on hand my Blu-ray episode guidebook, which has way more information and a lot of cute pictures on it. And we're going all the way to season 8. Can't believe we're almost at the end. This is actually the first year that I do something like this. I've always had the idea to do it, and I never made the time to do it. And I was like, you know what, make it a YouTube project and you definitely will make the time. Of course, these videos are time consuming to record, but of course I also enjoy, because at the end, once I stop the camera, I'm actually watching the episode of a show that I actually love. So, season 8, episode 11, the one with a step forward. And let's also confirm the title. Yes, the title is the one with Ross Step Forward. I saw the one with the Christmas card or something like that on another page, but this is the official title. So from season 8, this will be episode 11, but overall on the show, this one is episode 181. It was written by Robert Carlock and directed by Gary Hobson, with an original air date of December 13, 2001. What this episode is about. Ross becomes nervous when Mona wants to mail a joint Christmas card with the couple's picture. And that's a tradition that a lot of American families do. As the hormonal effects of her pregnancies kick in, Rachel searches for possible romantic partners such as Joey. I already know this one's going to be a fun and amazing episode to do a rewatch. I keep telling this, like, I don't have maybe a lot of memories by reading certain episode title, but once I rewatch it, I'm like, the memory starts to kick in. Of all the Christmas episodes, there were so many epic moments that I have on my brain. And I'm expecting before the last episode, we get the gang putting the Christmas tree together one last time. And I hope these last two are more Christmas related episodes, like the one with the Holiday Armadillo was. So super excited to be watching it. if these two are not that holiday related, I already know which are my two favorite ones. I will give you two at the end, for sure. But anyways, I'm about to play the 4K disc. Again, I will show you the menu and where to look for the episode. And after that, I will be back here to give you guys my honest review with, again, Season 8, Episode 11, the one with Ross's Step Forward. So, stay tuned. Okay guys, so here we go, the menu for the 4K disc number 1 of Friends, the complete 8th season. I located the episodes menu tab and I look for episode 11, the one with Ross's Step Forward. As usual, I have the menu on mute because it's playing the intro melody of the song on the background and I don't want to get any copyrights. This one doesn't have any commentary, so I will just need to watch the episode. So let's play it, and again I will give you the review at the end.
Yes, hi, I'd like to order a pizza. Oh, hey, can I ask you a question? Is the cute blonde guy delivering tonight? Very Abercrombie and Fitch.
Okay guys, so first episode of the vlog done. And let's talk first about 4K quality for a second. I know when we spend money on physical media, the least that we expect is to get a good product. I feel, again, I have seen now 8 episodes from 8 different seasons of Friends on 4K, and I feel they did a good job. I only saw on Blu-ray the first season, but there is a point here that one of the camera angles that they use for a close-up of Jennifer Aniston's face as Rachel is blurry. Guys, remember they're working from super old material and used for a sitcom. Those cans and those many reshoots, material can be a little bit rusty, and even when they scan it for the Blu-ray, they might encounter a few scenes that they're like a little hard to fix over time. But other than that, I have had a good experience. I do feel like some seasons look better than others. It might be because of different cameras that they were used for recording specific seasons. But other than that, I have had a great experience watching Friends on 4K. Now, this episode did it again. It's kind of through the Christmas season. It has like a little bit of an interaction because of Christmas. But it's mostly just another episode of Friends. We all know Monica by now. There is only one scene in this episode on her apartment where Chandler is coming back to talk to her, and she didn't have like the big Christmas trees that she has every year, and it's hard to believe that Monica wouldn't have been putting the big Christmas tree. Maybe they decided not to do it because this episode only had one scene on her apartment. She did have a few Christmas decorations, but not the big tree. There is the guy's apartment, which this episode is Rachel and Joey. They have like a Christmas tree next to like the standalone scene where the TV is like super small, nothing at all. I think the Christmas decoration when they do the best is at Central Park. It always looks the best. So what this episode is about. So we have the big Rachel being horny all the time. And that's the funny scene that happened through the whole episode. So the episode give us the intro with Phoebe and Rachel just talking, and Rachel telling Phoebe how she feels that guy is attracted, and she's like, it's incredible, but guys that I wouldn't see attractive before, I'm seeing them attractive now. So Phoebe just asks her like, you're like around your 4th month of pregnancy, right? And she's like, yes. She's like, oh, I remember those feelings that usually happens to pregnant girls, like hormones level go to the next level. And she also told her like, have under consideration that I had triples. So through the episode, she needs to go to do a pregnancy check. She asked the nurse if the guy that took out her blood samples was attractive, the guy with hairy fingers. And then she started to see attractive her main doctor, and he's like, oh, are you comfortable? And she's like, yes, I am, are you? And things like that. It was so funny to see it like that. Then there is another scene that Phoebe finds her a guy to have an eye with, a guy that is a virgin. And she's like, no way I'm going to be doing that. And that was a funny confrontation. But by the end of the episode, she's ordering a pizza and asking if the guy that's going to be delivering the pizza, it's the cute blonde guy, I think she said. And then Joey comes in and she's just like, hey, how was your day? He's like, I saw a big pigeon. But she was just like, and of course this was intended. It is so difficult to find a guy. I don't want a relationship. I just want a nightstand with a guy that I'm comfortable with. Blah blah blah. It is so hard. She paused a little second there on hard, and then she's like, to find. And Joey gets so serious, and then she's like, oh, anyways, I need to go to bed because I need to wake up early tomorrow. It's 7. She goes to her room. Joey goes to his room, and then they go out, and Joey's like, I cannot do it. And then she's like, I didn't ask you to do it. And he's like, you're Rachel, and you're Joey, and you're my best friend, Dito, something like that. So that was an amazing interaction to them, like kind of giving us a hint that they were getting really, really close. And then we all know that at season 10, they have like a little bit of a fling with each other. So Monica gets to Chandler's workplace, and there is a little bit of Christmas decoration there, and his boss confessed to them that he's getting divorced, and he asks them to have dinner with him like tomorrow. Monica just told him that they're not going to be doing that. If she remembers what he did at her wedding, he's like, I don't. She's like, that's because he wasn't invited. But do you remember what he did at our engagement party? And he peed through an ice sculptor or something like it. So the only way that Chandler finds to get rid of this is telling his boss that him and Monica split. So he takes him to a few strip clubs. He wants his wedding ring to be thrown up the river and then hit a seagull in the head. And basically, Chandler comes back to the apartment, which is the only scene that we have on the episode on the apartment, and he asks Monica how miserable he felt doing this scene, and he kind of felt like how will his life be if he wouldn't be her, well, if he wouldn't ended up with her. So he asked her to promise her to be together the whole time until their die. And there is a funny joke, of course, because it's Chandler we're talking about, and Monica asked him like, hey, do you feel like we should be sending Christmas card this season? And he's like, I don't know if we're there yet. But the main Christmas plot in this episode. So Ross is dating a girl named Mona. Now Mona and Ross goes to Rockefeller Center to have a ski. I went to that place, it's amazing. And they took pictures together. So they asked a homeless guy, if I'm not mistaken, they say to take pictures, and a weird guy, the weird pretzel guy, and the guy only took pictures of Mona's breast, but there was a good picture that they could use. And Ross makes the comment, and he's like, oh, look how good that picture looks. It looks kind of a Christmas card with a tree in the middle, blah, blah. And then Mona confesses that every single year she says that she's going to be sending out cards, but she never makes the time to do it. So she asks Ross if they could send a card together. He freaks out, and then Joey is like, hey, I didn't know you guys were married. This is something that relationships, serious relationships, husbands do, families do. But then Ross reacts exactly the same way. So when Mona gets to his apartment with kind of like a card, she tells him that she's going to be sending out 100 cards. And then he kind of told her like, hey, I'm sorry, I just don't feel we're there yet. And there goes the questions from Mona. Okay, so where we actually are, our relationship. So he gets freaked out. It's so funny to see Ross cannot make like the honest question, the honest answer that he wants to give. So he ended up giving her a key to the apartment. And then he goes to Rachel and Phoebe. Or Rachel and Monica, I think. They freak out. And they're like, you gave me a key to the apartment. And he's like, yes, I did. And it was not only I gave her a key, I gave her the only key. So then he goes, Phoebe asks him like, hey, how did it go with Mona? And he's like, I'm homeless and living on the street, but with a serious relationship. And Phoebe acts so happy, and she's like, oh, where are you living? Phoebe being Phoebe. Anyways, where Mona goes back to the apartment, she see him changing the lock because he didn't have any keys. So she's like kind of confused. She's like, hey, you're sending me mixed feeling. And then he's like, I make you a mixtape because I love you. It's the first time that they say I love you to each other. But then they hug, and Mona replies to him, and she's like, oh, I love spending time with you. What makes Ross go like... Then at the last shot, Phoebe comes with a cut-off board of a boxer guy, a big guy, and she's giving it to Rachel because she's horny all the time. There is also a scene where Joey asks her, like, is this technical college thing to say horny? Because you say sexually charged. But whatever, Phoebe gave Silver the cutoff, and then she's like, "But I want you to give it back to me." She goes, but then she comes back. She's like, I can. I thought that I could, but I can't. So she just take it back. Anyways, it was a fun Friends episode, and again, it has a mix of the holiday season on the background, but it didn't feel like a special Christmas episode. But anyways, that was how's the name of that? The one with the one with Rose Step Forward. Again, amazing episode, loved it, but not that into the Christmas season. So now it's time to shake the cases one last time. So we're done with seasons 7 and 8 of Friends. And we're looking now for season 9. This is the 4K case with seasons 9 and 10, which has the last special Christmas episode of the whole show. So we're looking now through season 9, episode 10, the one with Christmas in Tulsa. Tulsa is a place that Chandler needs to go to work for because he got sleep on a meeting and he agreed to it. And I think in this episode, he doesn't want to spend time with Joy when he comes back to spend time with Monica. And Joy hears Monica on her apartment with a boy. I think it's that episode. I kind of remember a little bit. So, we're going to the best thing that I have from Friends. So, we're going to the episodes guide. We're going all the way to season 9. And we're looking for the one with Christmas in Tulsa. Hey, listen, it has Christmas on the name. So, I'm hoping for a special Christmas episode. And again, it was the last one. So, give me something good. And another thing, please have the gang putting the Christmas tree together. The best moment of the gang putting the Christmas tree together is when they're all together and then Monica just switch it over. But anyways, guys, again, we're looking for season 9, episode 10, the one with Christmas in Tulsa. Overall, this one is episode 204 of the show. It was written by Dottie Abrams and directed by Kevin S. Bry, with an original air date of December 12, 2002. Chandler must stay in Tulsa over Christmas due to work deadlines. Monica suspects the worst when she learns that his beautiful co-worker Wendy will join him. Again, I might have the episodes myself because they use the Tulsa storyline a lot through the season, but I'm excited to watch it. Again, remember always to check before you play your disc. That's an improvement that the 4K box that you have to specify which episodes are on which disc. Remember to check how many discs do you have per season. For example, season 9 on 4K contains 3 discs. So episode 10 should be the first episodes of 4K disc number 2. So I'm about to play it, watch it, and again at the end I will give you my review. But the plus for this last vlog is that I will let you guys know what do I think and what about all the Christmas episode and which is my favorite Christmas episode. So stay tuned. Okay guys, so here we go. We have here 4K disc number 2 of Friends, the complete 9th season on 4K. As usual, I have the menu muted because the main show music theme is playing on the background. But I basically went to the menu tab on episodes and you need to look for episode 10, the one with Christmas in Tulsa. One more time, this will be the last Christmas special episode of the Friends show.
Chandler Bing.
Hi, honey. We're all here. We just want to wish you a Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Blar,
No, Merry Christmas. I miss you guys.
Wow, all my Christmas wishes came true with this episode. The one with Christmas in Tulsa. Season 9, episode 10. Guys, I definitely wasn't living here when Friends aired, and to be honest, I have never researched into what the last years of Friends were looking like. What I mean with this is I don't know if they were always a plan to end up with season 10, if once they got renewed for season 10 they decided that that was going to be the last season, but it felt like the writers knew this was going to be the last Christmas special episode that they were going to be able to do. And before we go to the top 3, it definitely became one of those episodes that is going to be on my top 3. I initially told you that I was going to give you guys 2 episodes, but I definitely need to give you 3 after watching this one. So, since I was a little kid, I have always realized how much I enjoy with episodes that give you kind of like past seasons moments. Spanish TV shows from Spain do this a lot, and American shows do this a little bit, not that much. I just love it when you're giving me a show and then they let me revisit, like, again, we're talking about a show like Friends. We're 9 seasons in now, and now it's easier if you do a binge watch, but back then it's like they were putting a moment that it wasn't that easy for people to go back to those moments. Anyways, the episode has new scenes, of course, but it's one of these episodes. And let's talk about the episode. We have Monica putting the Christmas tree for one last time of the whole Friends run. That was amazing for me to enjoy that special moment. The Christmas decoration was amazing on the department, and I'm pretty sure we only see Monica's apartment and then Chandler's office on Tosla, like as new parts of the episode. So the episode intro is basically the gang reunited. Phoebe telling Joey a tale, which I didn't catch which tale it was, but Joey believes that Phoebe grew it, and he's like, "Oh wow, did you actually grow that?" And she's like, "Yeah, sure." And Monica is putting the Christmas tree together, but basically Chandler is getting ready to be leaving for Christmas. The reason, the place that he's working at had so many deadlines, and they need to be working to Christmas and to New Year's Eve. For his surprise, Monica didn't know about about New Year's Eve, and she gets kind of like annoyed. She said that she understands him, and Monica and Chandler are always going to be one of my favorite couples of whole TV history. And she's understandable. She, of course, wants to spend time with her husband, but sometimes life is like that. On a personal level, I'm so grateful that the company that I work at give me the 24th and the 25th on December off, and they pay for those holidays, so I'm always grateful for that. When I started working in the US, believe me, those I always had to be working. And I also understand there is some places that pay you so much money for those days that people don't want to miss the money, I'm sorry. But anyways, there is a joke inside where he's like, it's work, everybody hates their work. And then everybody goes around saying like, I actually kind of love my job. Rachel is like, I cannot wait to go back to work, and Ross is like, I cannot get enough dinosaurs. But anyways, on the note that he's not even going to be here on New Year's Day, he just flies through the door. So then it goes to the office, and everybody is making fun of him. Somebody puts like Mr. Big is an asshole on the back of his chair. They didn't put it that way, but something around those lines. And he's like, hey, if you want me to say it, I know this sucks, but we definitely need to be here. The company gift for every employee was the company did a donation to the ballet organization in your name. Then there is this lady that comes into play. She brings a ham. She's like, oh, the people downstairs were having a big Christmas party and I sold their ham. And they kind of like start telling what their families are doing, and it goes like to the point where Chandler is like, oh, we have a special moments with our friends, and then it cuts back to special moments from the Christmas episodes from past seasons. Phoebe's song for the gang, where she didn't know what to say about Rachel or Chandler at the end of the song. Monica hiding Christmas gift, and then Rachel and Phoebe and Chandler looking for them. They also put what else they put for the Christmas? The one where they bought on the gas station the gift for the gang, And I love those moments because it make you revisit all those moments that you love from previous Christmas episodes. So then, my favorite part on the episode, the whole gang is together and they call Chandler. Monica basically calls her on a speaker. They're like, oh, we want to wish you a Merry Christmas. And she's like, how is it work been? How is everybody feeling? And he's like, no, it's only me and Wendy. And then she's like, the jealous part, Wendy sounds like a woman's name. And then she's like, is she pretty? And then Ross goes like, answer faster, answer faster. And he's like, well, I don't see her that way. And then Rose goes like, answer better, answer better. So then Joey is telling him like, oh, she's the girl that was one of the finalists for Oklahoma's Most Beautiful Woman. And he's like, well, you know what? She didn't win. So he continues to go with Monica being super jealous about the girl. There is one point that he's like, well, you're going to be spending Christmas with the second most beautiful woman from Oklahoma. And then he's like, well, I don't remember what she said, that Rachel is like, oh, Chandler, just stop talking. So then the lady goes to him and kind of tries to flirt with him. She starts touching his tie, and he's like, I know this is not what I should be worrying about, but you're putting ham on my only tie. So she's like, it will be so terrible if you and I get together. And he's like, I'm happily married. And she's like, oh, did that call was actually happy? And then this was so special for me, because then the scenes from the past that we have is from the key moments from Monica and Chandler's relationship. We got the first time that they make up. That was a great scene. He's like, oh, when they see each other naked, he's like, now our friendship is definitely ruined. And she's like, oh, we weren't that close anyway. So they kiss. We have the episode where they were trying to get married on Las Vegas. Again, a lot of beautiful key moments about how much Chandler and Monica mean to each other. And then it goes back to the apartment. They're opening Christmas gift, and the surprise is that Chandler just shows up, telling everybody that he quits his job because he wants to spend Christmas with the gang. And then Joey's like, oh, who did you miss the most? And he's like, Monica. And Joey's like, oh, okay. And then he blinks his eye to it. He has a beautiful moment with Monica. Then everybody's like, did you think well about quitting? Whatever. But basically the episode ends with him looking through the newspapers to see what he can do for work. And he kind of takes a joke to Monica, being like, oh, now I'm without a job. And she gave him a $20 bill and he's like, hey, tomorrow you can go buy something expensive. There is also a key moment where Monica continues to be yellow. The whole gang is looking through the window because it's snowing. And then Monica just goes like, Wendy is a fat name, girl. And then my mind went to Wendy's fast food. But anyways, it was a 10 out of 10 episode. Loved it. Again, it's something personal for me how much I enjoy when episodes give us past moments from the show that we love. And amazing. Now, this one actually felt like a Christmas special episode. And it has the hard feeling that this is the last Christmas episode of the whole run of Friends. So that got my hair. The 4K quality was amazing. Sometimes on the flashback scenes, the 4K quality wasn't that good, and it was even better when you actually get the 4K episode. But again, the quality was great for season 9. I don't have any complaints about it. Now, again, as I told you, we have a list of 9 total episodes. If you're wondering, and if you want to do the rewatch and you make it all the way to the end, remember the Friends Christmas episodes are Friends Season 1 Episode 10, the one with the monkey. This one is through New Year's Eve, but it kind of had the Christmas feeling as well. Friends Season 2 Episode 9, the one with Phoebe's dad. Friends Season 3 Episode 10, the one where Rachel quits. Friends Season 4 Episode 10, the one with the girl from Poughkeepsie. Friends Season 5 Episode 10, the one with the inappropriate sister. Friends Season 6 Episode 10, the one with the routine. Friends Season 7 Episode 10, the one with the holiday armadillo. Friends Season 8 Episode 11, the one with Ross Step Forward. And Friends Season 9 Episode 10, the one with the Christmas in Tulsa. My top 3 episodes are Friends. Okay, so number 3, Friends season 7 episode 10, the one with the holiday armadillo. I felt like that was such a special episode. I have the episode guidebook that I read to you guys in the comments. It has an audio commentary on it, and it was so special as a fan of Friends, and it had so many beautiful moments as well. Second, Friends season 2 episode 9, the one with Phoebe's dad. That was an amazing episode, and it kind of felt like the first Christmas episode of the show, like to be actually related to Christmas, and I loved it. But definitely my favorite Christmas episode of the whole rewatch of Friends is Friends season 9 episode 10, the one with Christmas in Tulsa. It was super special for me, and I just loved it. So that's my top 3 episodes from Christmas, from the Friends on 4K rewatch. Now you have all the vlogs available now. You have my opinion on every single episode and my review on each of them. I loved doing all these special videos with related holidays. I did the Halloween, the Thanksgiving, and then the Christmas. If this continues to do good, eventually I want to bring more shows. For example, I know the Vampire Diaries had a few Christmas episodes, of course, on the notes of the Vampire Diaries. For sure, New Girl had an important Thanksgiving episodes. The show Ghost had important Halloween episodes. So there's always so many shows. But please, I would love you if you leave me in the comments shows that comes to mind with Christmas special episodes. I know the original has a super important Christmas episode. But anyways, guys, I wish you all the best of wishes for the new year, and I hope your holidays were amazing. And that will be all for today's video. Like I always say, I hope you guys are enjoying with this new content in the channel. If you are, please let me know in the comments, leave me a like, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel so we can keep this family growing. And see you guys again soon on a new video.